Alright guys, as promised, I'll do another little more in-depth walk around video for you of this thing. Now that we got more light and more time and I got everything pretty much open. But first I want to show you guys my little dilemma here. And no, that is not a bolt that broke off. That is a freaking thread tap that, it was a cheap Harbor Freight thread tap that broke off in that thing. And it wasn't like it seized up in there either. I was just threading away, and all of a sudden it just snapped right off. So I've been trying to chew away at it and get it to come out, and no luck so far. So I'm probably going to have to either weld something to it to get it out, or just cut the little welds here on the ears and make a new one, and just re-tap and thread the new one. That's probably going to be my best bet if I can't get it out, but that's my situation. But anyway, here's the collector rings, and they're in fairly good shape actually. They're really not too bad. They're not dirty, they're not pitted or corroded or anything like that. And then here's the chopper motor, of course. I'm going to come back around to it. But here is the chopper motor. And yeah, the gasket kind of got stuck and I've been trying to get it off, so I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to get something else to remove it, but that's basically it there. I mean, it's really clean motor. I don't know if you can see too well the grip top, but I mean, it's got plenty. It's really pretty looking. I mean, that's what I love about these Thunderbolt motors. They look like they've never been used. I mean, the brushes are in great shape, and the bearings are not, of course. They're shot to hell and back. They need new ones, but I'm waiting on those to come. Let's see if we can open up the rotator here. There we go. Come on. There we go. Alright. And there's the rotator motor, of course, and it works. I tested it and actually rewired it for 120 instead of 240, since I'm not going to be using 240 on it for a little while. When I go to do that again, I'll rewire it. But for now, it's 120 volts and still set on 2 RPM. Gearbox is in great shape, no play. I mean, it's nice and tight. You know, not too tight, but it's tight. It's got the original grease cup still. And the same for up there. The belt is in okay condition, I reckon. I mean, it's not real bad, but it needs a new one. But it can still last for a few more years or so if it was still in service. But the drive band is in really good shape. It doesn't look like it's been really pushed around that much in the wind. But that's about it for the head, really. There's not a whole lot to show on there. Everybody knows what those look like by now, so. I got the bolts out of the blower lid, so we'll get that off in just a second here. And then, of course, the weights always get in the way. And of course, one of the weights always fall off. So here, of course, is the blower, and it's in really good shape. I mean, it's a little rusty. It's not the prettiest one I've ever seen, but it runs really good. I already tested it out. It runs really good. The motor's in really good shape too. The bearings are nice and quiet. It's nice and tight. Don't have much side play in the shaft or nothing, and it runs up fine. As I found it put it on 480, rewired it for 480 and put it on that, and it runs fine. And the weight's all there. They're good. None of them are cracked or broken. The valve moves up and down real freely, as you can probably see if I can get this to do it or not. It's kind of heavy. Take the weights off. Here, set the camera like that. You know, see, the valve pops up and down nice and easy. Needs a little oil, but you know what Thunderbolt doesn't need oil. Anyway, I'm gonna show you guys here. I'll show you a little close up of the tag. Woo, focus. Yeah, there you go. 208, 230 volt, or 480 volt, either way you look at it. It's actually a 7.5 horse, which is I've seen a lot of on the later Thunderbolts. Seems like most of them are 7.5s and not 10s. And of course, it's a 1000 AT. If I can get this thing to focus. 1745 RPM, 60 hertz. It has a duty cycle of 15 minutes, but I think that's just for the chopper motor for the most part. I'm pretty sure this motor's, if it's not continuous, it can run a long time, that's for sure. Pulls 23 amps on 208, 230, or 240, and 12 amps on 480. And then there, if you can see that, if it'll focus, it was made in 76. I think I said 78 somewhere else, but it's actually 76. That's the serial number. But then I had to cut this pipe off because it was way too long. And I'm going to, hopefully, if I can get it out of the elbow, I'm going to rethread the other pipe, the special pipe that has the flange on it. Cut it off and make it shorter, and hopefully put it down there so I can have it about this high, but with the flange on it. So I'm going to give you an idea for how tall it is. That's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to try and make a little video, maybe the RCM pretty soon, and show you guys the AR timer that came with it, because it came with another AR timer in the radio, so I'll show you guys all that stuff, but I'm sure you've all seen it before, so it's nothing really new. But I figured I'd show you anyway, but that's pretty much it, I think. If I'm forgetting anything, I'll have to make another video, but that ought to cover it for now. Thanks for watching, guys.